Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Raiders. So let's go now to Houston, Texas, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Raiders, Texans, coming up on EA Sports, Houston, Texas, the site for today's game.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Simms. And Phil, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here for football. And how will that factor into this game?
Well, we're going to see a game that's all out. I think the coaches, they prepared all week. They devised these big game plans, and the weather's good. Now they can call any play they want on that play sheet because the elements are not going to play a factor. So it's going to be exciting.
And Sebastian Janikowski looks set now to kick it away.
The Texans are back deep, waiting to return the kick.
This game is underway. Demps on the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. At quarterback, he came into the league undrafted out of Michigan State. He's Brian Hoyer. First down at the 24.
The tackle by Curtis Lofton. Second down here. Throws the pass. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab.
The Texans come out with a split backfield.
First and 10. Looking across the middle,
And it's complete to Cecil Shorts the third.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick score. So on defense, you better play safe.
first down and 10.
Takes it from the strong eye. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Right back to him. And Williams is all over the ball carrier.
The Raiders defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Coming to the line at the 46. Brian Hoyer will take it from the center. Makes the catch in the open field. The Raiders lined up in the nickel, staying with the passing game on first down. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Texans are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. And Grimes is going to take the handoff now.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone.
First down at the 20. The catch by Hopkins. Hopkins taken down.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
This next snap will take place at the 19. The Texans lined up. Everybody split out wide.
2nd down and 9.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
3rd and 9.
Got the completion.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
So 1st and goal to go. Hauled in by Alfred Blue. What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown. Still 3.5 quarters of football to play, but that touchdown gives them the lead here early.
Yeah, I know. There's a long way to go. There's no doubt it. But you gotta like your situation and the feel that your football team has, getting that score and being on top.
Toss to the outside. So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the 2-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
Ross has got it. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The offense is led by the one player that many believe can turn the entire fortunes of the franchise around, quarterback Derek Carr.
Well, I believe, just like some of those fans in the front office of the Raiders, they believe in Derek Carr, and so do I. He's got all the talent, the intangibles you want in an NFL quarterback. They should have success with him behind center.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. Still not taken down. Breaks away. Taken down at the 25.
Amari Cooper caught a ton of passes in Alabama and was the first wide receiver taken in the 2015 draft.
He's ready to come in and play right away in the NFL. He's smooth. He knows how to run routes, and he was the man at Alabama, and that's what you want in your number 1 receiver.
2nd down coming up. Latavius Murray makes the catch. Let's talk about this defense. At linebacker, he's had to come back from a couple of knee injuries. Brian Cushing.
Yeah, he's the pride of Bergen Catholic High School in the state of New Jersey. When healthy, of course, we know one of the best inside linebackers in the NFL.
It'll be 3rd down. Carr's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And intercepted. They've already jumped in front here early, and now after the interception, they have a chance to even make the lead a little bit larger, Phil.
Yeah, I like the way they're playing, don't you, Jim? It just looks fun. They got a lot of energy out there on both sides of the football. And this other team, they better be ready. I think they're in trouble.
The Raiders defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job.
Trying to plow ahead. That's a gain of 6. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. An extra tight end on the field for this one. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. Brian Hoyer takes it from the center. 1st down at the 25. And they go back to the ground. 2nd down here after that run play. Hoyer's running away from the pressure. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
3rd and 9.
He'll throw it over the middle, and there's a drop.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The kick is through for 3. And that'll send them into the second quarter with a decent lead here, Phil Simms.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and you got a little lead like this, and the quarter's about to change. Don't be overconfident, man, because there's a long way to go. You got to keep playing hard.
And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Lots of ways to attack cover 2. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Murray's handed the football.
Murray's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Murray's got on the handoff.
Second and 10.
They call his number once more.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
3rd down and 7. Throws the pass.
Lee Smith with the reception.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
It's the old counter play. And gains maybe 4.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action. 2nd and 6 coming up. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Wants to go deep.
Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. And they have closed the gap here in the second quarter after a horrible start, but that touchdown certainly could prove to go a long way here, Phil.
I know it's early in the second quarter, but, man, this is one ugly football game, wasn't it? They were being dominated, but all of a sudden it turned around with that touchdown. Now look out. We'll see what happens.
And this is Dibs running it out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Raiders defense starts this series knowing the last time they were out here, they allowed a field goal.
Yeah, it was not a good drive for them, and I know the coaches were upset. I was watching them on the sideline yelling at a few guys, so I expect a better effort this time out.
First down at the 21. And now on the draw. Has 12 on this play. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 33. picks up maybe 3 or 4. Second down following the run. The Texans at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Pass is intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
That pick gives them a chance to perhaps take the lead here early in the second if they can put together a drive.
Jim, I'm really anxious to see what the offensive coordinator calls here in this situation. He's got to be smart and show this defense something they haven't seen already.
First down at the 45. Smith makes the catch. That's a gain of 10. Mark him down for another reception.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. Murray's met after a gain of 3. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Raiders from the 32. Up the gut here. And that's merciless in on the stop.
Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
This is third down. Murray's taking the handoff. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Murray's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
Carr's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. First down at the 22. Incomplete.
Heading to the line at the 22.
Quarters formation here for the defense. The Raiders from the 22. Running right through the trenches.
Murray's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Carr set. Empty backfield. 3rd and 9. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. And we're halfway through the second quarter, and with the touchdown trip, they are now in front in this ball game.
Man, this game's flying along. We've seen some good play, but that drive right there was not a good job by the defensive front. They were all over the place and allowed the offense to execute some plays and take the lead.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. Tackles made. That return's good for about 21. The Raiders defense has to still be inspired about that interception they had last time out.
Absolutely. They had everything going for them, I think, in that play. They had pressure. Everybody was hustling to the football, and a good play on that errant throw by the quarterback.
First down at the 17. Complete to Hopkins.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
Boyers going back to the air on this play. And this is dropped.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The wide receiver in motion. The Texans take it from the 33. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. And they bring him down at the 38-yard line. That's reception number 4 for him. The Texans need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. The Texans take it from the 38. Gets the handle here.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The Texans believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field.
Here's the quick toss.
Has the first down. Now looking for more.
The Raiders defense not able to make the stop there, and they'll have to stay on the field a little bit longer.
Well, sometimes when it's 4th and short, the toughest man wins, and that time the defense was not the toughest unit.
Toss to the outside. Keeps his legs moving. And Grimes is tackled down after a gain of 7. Brian Hoyer will take it from the center.
2nd down and 2.
Toss play. And Grimes is tackled right at the 20.
2nd and short, the defense is thinking run, and what do they get? They get a run. They were waiting for it, and they made a nice play to stop them short of the 1st down.
They come to the line of scrimmage at the 20.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel.
3rd down and 3.
Nate Washington with the grab. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down. In the red zone. It's a 2 tight end formation. 1st down at the 16. He runs with it right up the gut. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. The long drive continues. Glad to have you back as we come out of the 2-minute warning here in the 1st half. The Texans come out in a bunch set. Got the completion. Offense heading to the line for the 11th play of the drive.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
Second and goal from the 4. McGee's there to make the tackle.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Power surge for 6. Touchdown. Gets it again.
They wanted more excitement, more tension, more decision-making, the second guess in the NFL, and now they're going to have it. This 2-point conversion, more teams are going to do it because they don't want to kick the extra point from the 15-yard line.
And here's Jones. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Raiders fell into an early hole, but now they've been able to recover here in the second quarter, and they're right back within sniffing distance of the lead.
Yeah, they're right there. Listen, anytime an offense gets hot, we know this. You always look at that offensive line. They are starting to dominate, and this offense looks good.
Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Texans official. Right now, all they will say is it's an upper body injury and that he will not be returning. Back to you.
Murray's taking it on the screen. Picked up a couple that time. The Raiders signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Second down and 8.
And Joseph nearly picks off the throw.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
On the way, third down. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Baloo Jr. with the reception.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
Going to try his luck here. And he is brought down at the 39. The Texans are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Weaving it down the field, and it's swatted away. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, the second half is underway. Ross is going to start his return. Gets out past the 30, brought down near the 35. The Raiders offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
First down at the 35. Murray's taken down at the 40.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Texans will come out in the dime. The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Slashes to the left side. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Well, when you can run as fast as he can, every once in a while when they put those arms around you, that's not going to be enough. Good job of breaking that tackle.
Third down. And a flag is down.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Third down after the penalty. The Texans go with the dime formation here on defense. Looking across the middle. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
We'll see what he can do here. And pick up about 4.
The Texans come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Comes away with it. That's reception number 2 for him. The Texans will take the snap from the 40. What a catch!
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Hoyer's lined up. 2 tight ends set. First down at the 42. Slashing to the right side. After running it, it's second down.
There we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The catch by Hopkins.
Well, here we are in the second half of a tight game, and you always hear this: control the tempo of the game, just move the chains, and that's what the offense did that time. Picked up the first down and just keep marching from here.
Hoyer's completion percentage 70% on the day. First and 10. They'll run it off the toss. And Grimes is tackled down after a gain of 2.
Grimes a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Texans will take the snap from the 25. And they take him down. It's 3rd and 14 here after the sack.
There we go now.
Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
The Texans really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Comes up short.
Well, moments like this, you're on the sideline, the field goal kicker comes off the field. Well, you just turn your back and walk away because you don't want to yell at him. You've driven the football down the field. He goes out there and kicks it and doesn't hit it well enough to even get it over the crossbar.
The Raiders offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time. Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets the completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Midway into the 3rd. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. That's his first reception today.
The Raiders look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
First down at the 50. Murray's going to secure the handoff. That's a pickup of 14. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. First down, offense readying for the snap. Murray's going to take the handoff now. And Merciless is manning the outside and makes the tackle for a loss.
The Texans guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Advancing it now inside the 40. Second and 13. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Loss of 5 on the play. The Raiders have it at the 44. Raiders are going to have to punt. No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Texans line up, split backfield. Hoyer's going to take it from the gun. And it's complete to Washington. That's his third catch of the day. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense.
There we go now. Rule 45. Hey. There we go now.
The Raiders lined up in the nickel. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. That leads us to second down. Double tight end formation.
Rule 45.
Complete to Hopkins. Houston, touchdown. I wonder what the strategy is, Phil, with more than a quarter to go, because that last score puts this game virtually out of reach.
Well, I know this. The strategy on the losing side is show some courage and show some toughness. Let's change what's going on here so far. It's not too late. It's getting tough, but it's not too late. We can find a way to win this game.
Warriors on the move. That hurts. The two-point try is denied. Nick Novak ready for the kickoff. Jones got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Raiders are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you got to do. You got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
First down at the 28. Going for the deep ball, but it's incomplete.
Do one thing at a time. Catch the football, then do the next thing. Run with it. He tried to run with it too quick. That's why he dropped it.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Murray comes down with it. Cushing's all over that offense and brings him down.
Every quarterback hates a situation like this. You're down the football game, and you got 3rd and long, but you must be thinking, don't turn it over. So don't force the situation by trying to throw one in there in tight coverage. If they're not open, throw it short.
3rd and 11. One-handed catch.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Raiders take it from the 43. And he's brought down by Brian Cushing.
Murray's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Raiders have the football as the 4th quarter gets started.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
The final quarter underway now with this snap. Third and 7 coming up.
The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. Carr standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Rod Streeter has the reception. That's reception number 2 for him.
The football just inside the 40 at the 39.
First down at the 39. They're going to get him here for a sack.
A lot of things to look at if you're a quarterback in this league now, isn't it? You're looking at safeties, you look at linebackers, but you forget, hey, these corners can blitz. Good disguise, good timing, and a nice sack by the corner.
Out of the shotgun formation.
Well, I know this. When it comes to these situations, don't take a chance, because if you do, I promise you, it's going to backfire.
Carr set, empty backfield. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looking at every option. He's wide open for the grab. They'll mark the football at the 22.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Now 1st and 10. Under fire on that throw. What a drive this has been. From the gun.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
The Raiders from the 22. Has the reception all alone.
This is where on a defensive side, where you have the lead, the team's driving against you, call something different so you can come up with a big play and stop the offense.
1st and goal from the 7. Murray's handed the football. And it's pushing with the big push up front to make the play.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Looking for some daylight up the middle. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 5.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. 3rd and goal from the 5. Did not get both feet down.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
That play is going to be challenged. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
On the field stands.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. Yeah, I think it was up to me in this situation in the game. I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
Drives it through for the field goal.
Well, it was a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate. They do get the field goal try, and they make it.
And
He's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Texans preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they had great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side.
That's his first reception today.
And Grimes is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Lofton's able to read that play and make the hit.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Second down and 13.
Able to reach up and grab it. 3rd and 4 coming up following that completion.
Shorts got it. First down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
They're going back up top. Toss to the outside. And Grimes is tackled down at the 32.
Holding. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Still first down.
The Texans all bunched up here as they get set at the line. 1st and 20.
Trying to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
There we go now. Rule 45. Rule.
And Washington's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. 3rd down now. They bring in the extra tight end. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. First down here after the run. No time to waste. They hurry to the line.
The Texans get a first down. That's his first reception today.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Harris is the one who made the big stop.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point in the game.
Hoyer's taking off. Brings it into his body. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. We're coming out of the 2-minute warning, and the offense is trying to run out the clock. They bring back out the offense to go for it. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. Takes it across. It is a touchdown. Phil, this team has played at such a high level for over 3 quarters, and that touchdown now should finally give them the confidence to know that they're going to take this game.
Oh, yeah, Jim, this game is over, and I'll tell you, let's look at one factor that we haven't talked much about today. The offensive line, they were terrific. You know, the old phrase, the big ugly's got it done. I don't think they're ugly. There are actually a lot of handsome men up there. But they got it done, and they were the difference in today's game.
They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Ross has got it. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Raiders came out and ran the football with success, but that certainly has leveled off. Murray's had less space to maneuver as this game's gone on.
Yeah, let's give the defense a little credit. They finally said, okay, we got to find a way to stop this running game. They changed the defense a little bit, and it's worked.
And looking underneath, this will go incomplete. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. Second down and 10.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
3rd and 10. Surveys. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. They'll go for it on 4th down, late stages. The Raiders take it from the 28. Climbs the ladder, and he has it. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
There's a flag out.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
1st down. Pressure on every snap now. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st and 20. Murray's out there to receive the screen pass. That's a tackle at the 48. 2nd down, late in the 4th quarter. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Scanning the field. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
False start offense.
Just about a minute left. It would take a miracle to pull this one out. 1st and 15 to go. Lee Smith with the reception. Tackles made. 1st down. Pressure on every snap now. Won't huddle now. Going to conserve the timeout and rush back to the line. And Joseph nearly picks off the throw.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Huge play coming up down near the goal line. And the pass is picked off, and that will all but do it. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up
and makes the interception to clinch it for him today.
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
The ball is knocked out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Launches it down the field, and it's incomplete.
I'll say this, in a situation like this, 3rd and long, when you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
3rd down and 10. Brian Hoyer. He's going to throw it down the field, and it's incomplete.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you've got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal.
The Texans are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. Hoyer's going to scramble. Looking long. He climbs the ladder and has it. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.